This is an It Came from GenX video.
We have some great original content, Disney Plus, I mean, all these ones you can name it. That one, we're not just going to show our old catalog here and movies that we have rights to. We're going to bring people in by creating an interesting original series. So this was probably, I can't think of anything prior that was as huge as The Sopranos to help create that model. And I'm sure it was an influence, like I said, for all these streaming services today. But I never watched one episode. Not against it. I didn't have HBO. I didn't want to subscribe to it just to watch it. But Keith, are you a Sopranos fan? Did you subscribe just to get this?
Listen,
And
I am
yeah,
so huge on the whole gangster mob thing. Like a lot of people, we talked about, the great Ray Liotta that passed away recently, and the
yep.
Goodfellas. Love all of that stuff. I watched The Godfather like it's a religion or something. Know every word. I have never watched one episode of The Sopranos.
Yeah.
I tried to, and I don't know, man. There's just something about it. I just wasn't digging it. I don't know if I haven't given it a good enough chance or what, but not one single episode, it's caught my attention. I know it is in the last a little over 20 years. It's the biggest thing that ever happened at HBO, other than Game of Thrones.
Yep.
And but I haven't watched it, man. I tried to watch it, just was not feeling it.
It's got to be on HBO Max, right? I would think.
Yeah.
The
Oh, yeah.
catalog?
It's easy to watch and stream. It's everywhere.
Okay.
So it's
All right.
in fact, I can tell you right now where you can watch it. It's on HBO Max. It's on Hulu.
Okay. There you go.
Vudu, Amazon Prime.
There you have it. Okay. Many options. I have most of those already.
Yeah.
Skinner, you a Sopranos fan? Did you subscribe to HBO Max or HBO? Excuse me, back in the day to watch it?
No, I'm with you guys. I think I've watched the first 2 episodes of Sopranos, and for whatever reason, I didn't continue. But it's probably one of the best shows that have been out in the last 20 years. Like Keith said, I'm a huge mob movies fan. I've watched them all. Goodfellas was probably my favorite big screen next to
Casino, all that stuff.
Yeah, during all that time. But I've never seen Sopranos, so it's something I want to go back and watch.
And I'm a huge fan of James Gandolfini. Like his stuff.
Sure.
I love Lorraine Bracco. Just never, I don't know, man. Just something about it. But I want to give it a fair shot. I want to give, I went years saying the same thing about Game of Thrones. And I finally said I'm going to watch one full episode, because I tried to watch it twice. I got in 15 minutes in and turned it off. And when I watched the first full episode, I said, and I was addicted. I watched all 7 seasons in a little over a week. That was years ago. I had to wait 2 years for the final season, which everybody complained about. I thought it was great. And my sister finally said, I want to watch Game of Thrones. And we just watched all 8 seasons in 3.5 weeks. And she's just mesmerized. So I want to give the same fair chance to The Sopranos.
Are there any? So obviously, Disney Plus. We're all fans of Disney Plus for the original Marvel and Disney content. Some of those are just fantastic. Are there other streaming services that you subscribe to now specifically because of any original content? And if so, what is that content, Keith?
Oh yeah, you got to get Pluto TV. Put it on your phone if you can get it on your TV. Pluto TV is phenomenal. It's just like having cable. You don't need cable. It's got a bunch of channels on it, but also has a bunch of specific channels for specific shows. One of my favorite shows in history is Cops. There is a Cops channel on Pluto TV. Nothing but Cops 24/7. So that is one of I got that just to stream that.
That's free.
Yeah, totally free.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. There was like a James Bond channel on there, Keith. I saw
there's all kind of
Twilight
cool stuff
Zone
on there. Black cinema, romance cinema, or sci-fi, horror, and you got a bunch of cable channels. So it's amazing, totally free.
Okay. Skinner, do you any other besides Disney Plus? Do you subscribe to any other streaming services or watch others specifically for their original content? And if so, what's the content?
We get Amazon Prime with having the paying for Amazon Prime, so we watch a lot of that There's a television show called The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yeah, my sister said that's great.
It is a fantastic show. It got 4 seasons in, I think.
I gotta watch that, Skinner. My sister loved that show.
I love the era. It takes place back in the 40s and 50s, which a lot of people told me, because of my liking for that era, I should have been born during that time.
Okay, I love that era too.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you what, Skinner. Since you're into, I didn't even mention them, but I love Amazon Prime for their original stuff. There are some shows on Amazon Prime that are some of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. Check out The Wheel of Time. Just came out last year. Everybody's waiting for season 2. It's Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, all that kind of rolled into one type of deal. Phenomenal show. They got some great stuff on there, man. I'm gonna give you a list of stuff, Amazon Prime originals to check out.
Okay.
One other one on Amazon Prime, real quick. Jack Ryan.
Jack
Ryan series.
Jack Ryan was great.
There's a third season coming out. I just don't know when it's coming out yet, but there is a season 3.
Jack Ryan is the character from, he first was in The Hunt for Red October, played by Alec Baldwin, and then it was Patriot Games, and what was the other one? There was another one. Those were played by Harrison Ford.
Yeah, that whole series of books. If you're a book reader, listen to
what's a book?
Tom Clancy. That's who wrote all these.
What's a book?
No, Sum of All Fears, Patriot Games. Yeah, what's a book? I know, I get it. But the books are even better than the movies, and the movies are fantastic.
Yeah, there's the Tomorrow War. There's Reacher.
Yep.
There's some great stuff. Amazon Prime originals.
Yeah, I want to start watching that Reacher too. That looks pretty. HBO Max has good stuff too. I mean, certainly all the DC stuff. We talked about Peacemaker on this podcast. With a lot of fun, dark. John Cena was fantastic in Peacemaker. And then I started watching just a couple episodes in. I got a lot to go through, but the Stewardess on HBO Max.
I want to see that.
Yeah, so it's kind of
Is that the one with Kaylee Cuoco?
Yeah.
Yes.
I watched the first season. It was very, very strange. Wow. I have to see what you guys think of it.
Let me bottom line this for you. There are every streaming service has great originals. Yeah,
you're
they
right.
all do. Hulu has some great ones. So.
Yep, you're right. Yeah, so it's just so I have to sometimes pause and think about how much money I'm spending per month on all these goddamn subscriptions, and I don't know.
I know what you mean. I got to cancel my cable because I'm spending way too much money.
Yep. All right. Well, one thing, guys, that is another more fantastic original programming that is absolutely free of charge today. Just today. Not in the future, it may not be. You'll probably have to pay at some point in the future to watch it. It Came from GenX podcast, and we have come to another conclusion. Hey, Fish here from It Came from GenX with Skinner and Keith. For every like and subscribe, you may win a free 1-year subscription to the AARP.